Ugh. Brother, ugh. What's that? What's that, brother? Fucking hell, mate. That has to be very annoying, eh? Fucking hell, I'm so sorry.
Guys. Another injury for Manchester City. Come on, guys. Fucking hell. I tell you what, these medical staff at City Stadium are earning the money, aren't they? Well, are they? Because they're all getting injured. So actually, good question. I don't know if they are earning the money or not. Guys, smash the likes up on the way in. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel as well if you are new. Oh, it's not looking good, Brev. Ruben Dias is out injured with a groin injury, I believe it said. So we don't know how long he's going to be out for, but he's going to be out for a couple of weeks at least. John Stones has had, 2 training sessions? Do you risk him or do you save him for Bruges on Wednesday, which is also a must-win match? Manuel Akanji hasn't been pretty good recently. Do you play him? Vita Hayes, do you play him? Abdelkader Huzanov, do you play him? Well, apparently Pep Guardiola saying he doesn't know where to play him. But I've not actually seen it. People are now saying that he didn't say that. So have the aggregators got it wrong? Aggregators misaggregating the news, misquoting Pep Guardiola? Drama alert. Yeah, what the fuck is going on at this football club, man? I'm not being funny here, but it's the 24th of January, right? We've got hardly any defenders. Yeah, we still got a bottom midfielder. Yeah, what's going on here? Real talk here. Like, what is going on, mate? We're going into a must-win game tomorrow, yeah? And we don't even know what a back line's going to be, mate. He could play Ortega. Is he going to play Ortega? Is he going to play fucking Edison? It's actually a madness. When you actually deep it, yeah, like this is a crazy, crazy situation that we're in here, mate. Like with the amount of injuries we've got is just a joke, man. Yeah? And it's not looking good, man. I can't lie. Because without Diaz in that back line, it is a weak back line. It is a really weak back line. No one's got the minerals. No one's got the balls, yeah, to fucking actually lead that defense. Yeah, and keep it in check, keep it, you know, where it needs to be, apart from Ruben Dias. I know for a fact, yeah, at half time against PSG, I know for a fact pretty much every single City fan out there shit themselves. Because we knew, man. We knew as soon as he went off, it was like, yeah, it's over. Yeah, we went 2-0 up, but still not looking good. And you know, this latest injury news that Ruben Dias is out. It's just like, bro, when's this shit gonna end, man? Do you know what I mean? And at least we got John Stones back. Do we even play him? Do we even play John Stones? I'm not being funny yet. We've got a big game on Wednesday against Bruges, which we need to win. This is a thing. People going, oh yeah, but Wednesday's a must-win game. So's fucking tomorrow, mate. What do you mean? Tomorrow's a must-win game. You do realise, yeah, that if we lose tomorrow, we'll be 5 points behind Chelsea. Newcastle will probably win their game, so we'll be 3 points behind them. And then in our next game, we play Arsenal. And then we play Newcastle. Arguably, this is one of our easier fixtures in the next couple of weeks. So this is an absolute must-win football match, yeah? But so is Wednesday. Unless you just want to sack off the Champions League, which, listen, I don't want to sack off the Champions League. I know there are City fans out there who just think we should just kill off the game on Wednesday against Bruges and just get ourselves out of the competition to focus on the top 4, top 5, which I understand where you're coming from, but I ain't saying that. I ain't saying that. I don't want to get out of the Champions League. For me, these games are must win. They're must win. And tomorrow, we've got to find a way. We've got to find a way to win this game. And listen, I know it's tough. I know our record against the top 6 is trash. 4 wins in the last 18 months against top 6 sides is abysmal. Right, I get that. However, tomorrow, is an opportunity to put it right. It's an opportunity to start turning that record around. And we've got to, because if we don't win tomorrow, I think top 4 is a serious, serious risk. Serious risk. Because I'm not being funny with you. I don't think we're gonna beat Arsenal. I predicted a draw against Arsenal, yeah, but I don't think we're gonna beat Arsenal. Like, look at the table here, guys. Like, you gotta do the maths. Yeah, do the maths. It's not rocket science, mate. Yeah. Look at this. So we're on 38 points, 2 points behind Chelsea. So if we lose tomorrow, we're 5 points behind Chelsea. Newcastle will likely win tomorrow, so we're 3 points behind them. Right, so we could be like 7th, mate. Right, we could be 8th. Who knows where we'll be? Right, but we're probably going to be below Newcastle and Chelsea if we lose tomorrow. Right, 5 points behind Chelsea in the top 4. We play Arsenal next week. I don't think we'll beat Arsenal. I think we'll draw. Is my prediction. We then play Newcastle the week after. I think we'll lose that game. And then we've got some other tough games, but I think we might start picking up a few points. I think we might start picking up a few points after that. But it's not easy, mate. And we've got to start picking up wins. Oh, yeah, like Liverpool, bro, I don't see us winning that one. Like, bro, I'm not even trying to be negative, man. Like, I'm just being honest. If you want me to sit here and be like, oh, don't worry, lads, we'll beat Arsenal, we'll beat Newcastle. Like, yeah, no problem. No problem. I'll do that, innit? But like, I'm just giving you my honest opinion. My honest opinion is I don't know what happens tomorrow, genuinely. Right? I have no idea. I think we'll draw against Arsenal. I think we'll lose against Newcastle. I don't really know what's going to happen against Liverpool, but I ain't looking forward to that. I think we'll get beat against Spurs. Maybe we'll get a point at Forest, and then I think we'll start to turn things around here. But by that point, yeah, and by the way, our running is quite good. Like, our running, we have a favourable running. Like, obviously, we've got to play United and Villa, which is tough, yeah. But, like, other than that, our running is not the most difficult in the world. So we probably need to come out of this Brighton game within 6 points of top 4. Because if we don't, I just don't know if it's going to happen, mate. And that's the problem. This is why this part of our season now, these next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games in the Premier League, this probably determines whether or not we get in the top 4. If we can get 2 or 3 wins in there, maybe a draw or 2, maybe we'll do it. The problem is, mate, the way we defend and our midfield, it's not looking good. Like, it's not looking likely that we'll get wins, because you can't just, like, our midfield off the ball is just absolutely shocking, man. And the thing is, yeah, it's not actually their fault, the play. I don't actually blame the players. I don't blame Kovacic. I don't blame Gundogan. I don't blame Bernardo. It's not their fault they can't run. Yeah? It's not their fault. They can't run. They can't just... It's not an effort thing, or at least I don't think it's an effort thing. They physically cannot do the job that is required of them, which is what Pep Guardiola said again after the game against PSG. He said, we can't cope with transitional play. We can't cope with it. We can't deal with it. He's acknowledged it. He understands the situation. The players understand the situation. Trust me, man. I know for a fact these players know that they just can't do the job anymore. Yeah? The problem is we've not signed anyone. And I don't think we are going to sign anyone by the news coming out last night about Akanji and John Stones playing at CDM, which, by the way, I don't actually think that improves much at all. I'll be real with you. I really don't think putting John Stones in midfield improves anything much, because it's an off-the-ball issue. It's an off-the-ball issue that we have, not an on-the-ball issue. Yeah, Kovacic, I know it's not the best time after what he did for the second goal against PSG. Kovacic on the ball is fine. Gundogan on the ball is fine. Bernardo's, maybe not fine, but it is what it is. It's off the ball that we have a major, major problem. And I don't think sticking Akanji or John Stones in there is suddenly going to be like, oh, finally, we're stopping transitional play and stopping counter-attacks. Personally, I don't see that. So I've told you guys after the 3rd game into this run, yeah, that we was in crisis. And the reason is we do not have the in-house solutions. And now City are coming out via a brief saying we're going to use in-house solutions, which won't fix it, in my opinion. It won't fix it. Now, there is a solution that you could potentially do, but a lot of people probably won't like it, and that's to try Matheus Nunes in midfield, because he actually has energy and he actually has pace. And as much as people like to say, oh, you've got an agenda against Nunes, I don't have an agenda. I just don't think he's very good. That's not an agenda. That's just my opinion. However, one thing that I will give him credit for is that he has speed, he has energy, he has legs, and he has desire. Now, will he fuck up and do a bozo? Yes, he will. He probably will, because that's what he does. Yeah, he has that bozo gene, but he's faster than Kovacic, he's faster than Gundogan, and he can get around the football pitch. Now, is it going to massively help us? Probably not. But it will help us. Now, then the problem is, if you do that, then you've got another problem. Who plays right back? Who plays right back? Because for me, yeah, I personally don't really want to be seeing Rico Lewis starting at right back or left back anytime soon. I just think in this period of the season, in this period of form, I think really we need like fighters and guys who can really battle. And he's not got that in him. He's too small. He's not physical enough, you know. Now, if you want to put him further up the pitch with some energy, fine. I wouldn't agree with that at the moment anyway. I'd keep him on the bench for now. But we need players that can fight, mate. We need warriors, man. Yeah. And this team is severely lacking them. You know, and Diaz was basically one of the only guys we had at the back that done that. And look how better we are with him in the side. Look how much better we are with him in the side. And look how shit we are with him out the side. Look at Brentford without him in there. Yeah, look at the second half against PSG, man. Yeah, it's like, bro, it's night and day. It's night and day. And he makes everybody better around him as well. That's the other thing, yeah, is that not only is he a leader, not only does he actually head the ball away from our penalty area, he makes everyone better around him. And when he's not there, everybody else gets worse and we just crumble. So there's a few options. Listen, by the way, I don't think he's going to play Nunes in midfield. I don't think he's going to play Nunes in midfield. I'm just saying that is a potential solution, but he ain't going to do that because he don't trust him. That's why we should sell him. That's why we should sell him in the summer, because Pep doesn't trust this guy in midfield, which is what we bought him for. So sell him. I would play him in midfield, but I'm not Pep, and Pep will play him in midfield. So it will be Nunes right back. So hopefully he doesn't do a bozo. But yeah, with Nunes right back, Akanji will play at centre half, and then you have a question. Obviously, Gavadio will play at left back. Probably, unless he plays Rico at left back, which I don't think is a good idea whatsoever. But let's just say he doesn't do that. He'll play Gavadio at left back. The question you do is, do you risk John Stones? Because remember as well this, Abdulkadir Huzanov and Victor Hayes cannot play against Club Brugge. So do you rest John Stones and play one of the new guys and then play John Stones against Bruges, or do you play John Stones and risk him? But then if he gets injured, yeah, who are you playing at centre-back, mate, against Bruges? Because the two newbies can't play. They can't play until the playoffs. What a mess, mate. And this is why I fucking said before the start of the season, we are not going into the season with enough defenders. What a disaster that was. Honestly, man, I don't know why they decided to do that. It was an awful decision. Going into the season with 7 defenders, one of which was Kyle Walker, who's on the decline, 2 of which were Ake and Stones, who are injury-prone. One's Rico Lewis, who half the fan base doesn't even think's a right-back. Is just I don't know what they were thinking. I don't know what they were doing this summer, man. I'll be real, man. I don't know. I think it was an all-inclusive holiday or something. I don't think they realised. I don't think they realised it was a transfer window. Because I don't know what they were doing. I don't know what they were doing. And I said, sign Chalobah, bro. I said, sign Chalobah for 20 million. 20 million. He was right there. He dropped a man of the match performance the other day against Wolves. Oh, he was right there for 20 mil. And he could have played everywhere and helped us, but we decided not to sign anyone. Crazy, mate. Crazy. So, listen, if it was me, I just don't think it's fair throwing these 2 kids into the Chelsea game, man. But then if you don't play him, when are you going to play him? Because like you've got grim games coming up, so at some point you just have to give him the baptism of fire in it and just throw him in. What a mess! What a mess! I don't even know what I'd do tomorrow, man, at centre half. I really don't, man. I want to play Stones. I want to play Stones, but I'm just like, he's going to get injured, innit? Let's just be real. At what point is Stones getting injured tomorrow if we start him? Because he's definitely getting injured. What a mess, man. I'm playing Stones. I'm playing Stones. Honestly, I'm playing Stones, man. Fuck it. If he gets injured, he gets injured. I don't give a shit. I'm done with this injury shit anyway, man. Yeah, like, if he gets injured, that seals the deal for me. Like, goodbye, mate. Goodbye. Like, you got to go. Let's build an 11. Let's build an 11, guys. Yeah. Edison, you can start. Do you want to be here? I don't know. I don't know, bro, if he wants to be here. I actually genuinely don't know if he wants to be here, guys, but it is what it is. We'll put him in the starting 11. Unfortunately, I've got to play Nunes at right back. I don't want to, but fucking got no players, so it is what it is. Kanji, I've got to play him at centre back. Don't really want to, but I've got no players. John Stones, I'm going to play you, mate. Risky move. Don't really want to, but I've got no players. Well, I do have players. I just don't really want to start after Kadir Huzanov or Visa Hayes against Chelsea. So that's what I do. Gavardiol, I'm so sorry, mate. I know you're about to get a hamstring injury at some point and you'll be out for 2 months, but sorry, pal. Everyone else in the squad's letting you down by keep on getting injured, so you just got to hold that. That's probably how I'd set up. Now, you could play a Kanji right back and play Huzanov centre half. You could drop that. You could play both Abdelkadir Huzanov and Vita Hayes. You could play Rico Lewis, but I wouldn't. This is what I'd do. This is what I'd do. And then at some point, John Stones will get injured, so then I'll put one of the kids on, Abdelkadir Huzanov. Matthias Nunes will probably do a bozo, so you could sub him off at some point and put maybe Rico Lewis on. But I'd just keep it like this, man. I keep it like that. That's what I'd go for, mate. Like, what a mess. What a mess. Okay, midfield. Just the stand. By the way, the fall off of this squad from the treble year is absolutely stunning. Yeah, it's mad. It should be studied. Kovacic, bro, it's just grim, innit? I'd go Gundogan over Bernardo Silva. I really just not liking seeing Bernardo Silva on the pitch at the moment. I don't really know what he's offering the side. De Bruyne. There you go, mate. Fodenino. Haaland. Do I throw Mamouche in? Or do I start Savio? See, Savio would definitely have started, but he got hooked off at half time. Grealish. Fuck it. I'm throwing him in. I need something to smile about tomorrow. Yeah, because I ain't smiling about a lot with this team. There you go. That'd be what I'd do. That's what I'd do. That's what I'd do if it was me tomorrow. I'd probably lose because I don't think there's a lot of players that you could. I don't think there's a team really that you can put out there that gives you confidence. So that's what I do. I think that back four, at least they know each other. You know what I mean? At least they know who they are. You know what I mean? Like Abdelkadir Huzanov playing in there with Victor Hayes. They probably don't know what's going on. So yeah, I'd just go with that back four. It's stinky. I know it's stinky, but it is what it is. The midfield stinky. I know it's stinky, but it is what it is. The attack is legit. Like that's good. And we will create chances. We will create chances, by the way, tomorrow. We will create chances. Like if you play that front four, even if you play Savio, like you will create chances. And if we're clinical, we can win the football match. But my thing going into this game is, I would be absolutely stunned if we don't concede more than 2 goals. I think we've got 2 goals minimum conceded. Minimum. So I think we've got to score at least 3 goals to win. At least 3 goals to win this game. Now we can do that. We can do that. We can score 3 goals, absolutely, especially with that attack. But our defense is just so bad that I think we have to sort of go into this game with a mindset of the only way we can win this is if we score at least 3 goals. At least 3. Aiming for 4, maybe 5. And some people will be like, oh, you're just overdoing it. We're not though, really, are we? We're not, because look at the past. Look at the games we've played. We concede goals for fun, mate. Yeah? So if we can score 3 goals tomorrow, we might have a chance of a draw. If we score 4 goals, we'll probably win the game. But honestly, man, like, listen, I just want to see Mamouche, mate. And part of me is like, I do want to see the other 2. I want to see the 2 defenders. Like, I really do. I just don't think it's fair. I spoke about this after the PSG game. I don't think it's fair, on Vita Hayes and Abdelkadir Huzanov to throw them in this game with 0 protection, from the midfield, Yeah, they don't know what's going on because they've not played a Prem game yet. They've had about 5 training sessions. I just don't think it's fair. And if they drop a stinker, they'll get absolutely cooked. Some of this fan base will just start fucking abusing them on Twitter and start saying this shit and all that kind of stuff. And I just don't think it's right. And yes, Ovid is in. You're absolutely spot on. It's not fair playing Gundogan and Kovacic when they can't do the job. But at least they're older. They're coming to the end of their careers. They're not asked. These 2 players have got their whole careers ahead of them. And I just don't think it's right throwing them in. Now, if he throws them in, he throws them in. Now, that would also that would get me asking the question about all these people that was telling me that we can't throw academy players in. Well, hang on a minute. If he throws in a 19-year-old Vita Hayes or an Abdelkader Huzanov, then that's sort of like that. Whenever I talked about playing Nico O'Reilly, and I kept on getting told by people that, oh, you can't play them because they're too young. Well, what's all this about? We played Savio who's 20. So if he plays Abdelkader Huzanov or Vita Hayes tomorrow, then that's a lot of BS, isn't it? But I don't know, man. I ain't confident for tomorrow. I'm not particular. I know Chelsea have not been great recently. They've only won 1 game in the last 6 Prem games, which is obviously not great form. But it's our defense, man. Like, I think our attack's not even that bad. Like, against PSG, I didn't think they were particularly good. But like over the last few games, I think our attack's been okay. It's not been great, but it's been okay. You know, it can create a few chances. It can score some goals. But our defensive midfield is so poor that, like, we legitimately have to score at least 3 goals a game to get anything, man. And then that puts massive pressure on the attack. It puts massive pressure on Erling Haaland because he knows he's going into that game tomorrow knowing that, like, bro, I'm going to get maybe 3 or 4 chances. I probably have to score every single one for us to get anything from this game. And that's not fair on them. I feel sorry for the players, man. I really do. I'll be really. I do feel sorry for these players because, like, they just can't. Like, some of the players just can't do what we need them to do. Yeah, i.e., the defenders and midfield for various different reasons. The attackers are under huge pressure, huge pressure to, like, legit just be so clinical. And I know that that's part of the job, and they should be under pressure, right, to score goals and shit. But like. They know that, like, every chance is like, you've got to score every single chance because if you don't, we're probably going to lose, that type thing. Yeah, I'm watching Bernardo, Kovacic and Gundogan run, and that's a sad sight, you know what I mean, because they can't. And they're trying. It's not like they're not trying. They are trying. They just can't do it because Gundogan's 34 getting on 35. Bernardo's been run into the ground over the last 5 or 6 years. And Kovacic, you know, he's good. He's great on the ball. I love the way Kovacic glides past players, usually. But off the ball, he's just as bad as Gundogan. Which, you know, and that's why City fans are stressed about the transfer activity, about not getting a midfielder. And I know some City fans don't care, fair enough. But some City fans actually do want to win shit. You know what I mean? And we're asking, like, bro, not being funny, mate, yeah? But you've had 4 months to identify a midfield target and you've still not got one in. And then last night we're getting the PR that they might just play Akanji or Stones in there. Neither of which will be very good at the job. Neither of which are very, you know, available. They get injured. So, yeah, I don't know, man. It's fucking annoying. I tell you what's annoying about this whole situation is that I was starting to feel positive again before the PSG game. I was starting to feel like, yes, get a point against PSG. That's 7 matches unbeaten and, you know, we can go into that Chelsea game with some confidence and shit. And then we throw the game away against PSG. Dias gets injured. And now it's just all like, it's just negative again. And it's just like, you know what I mean? Give us a break, man. I just want to feel happy, Brit. You know what I mean? And be confident in this team. So, I don't know, mate. It's like, I'm not confident for tomorrow, to be honest. I would be if Dias was there. If Dias was fit, I'd be saying, come on, man. We're going to win this game. But without Dias, I just really struggle to see how because, you know, I just think with Dias in there, we probably concede maybe 1 goal, max 2. Without Dias, I think it's a minimum 2. Really, I do think it's a minimum 2. And that's, you know, that's just sad, isn't it? You know what I mean? That, like, you just don't have any faith in some of these players, man. And listen, some fans will have more faith than me, and I hope you're right. I hope that you're right, of course, because I want to get top 4. I'm a fan that wants to be playing in the Champions League. Yeah, I don't want to be playing not in the Champions League. I want to be in the Champions League. The problem is if we don't win tomorrow, I really struggle to see how we get in that Champions League, mate, with our fixtures. Because let's be honest, yeah, who are Newcastle playing? They play Southampton tomorrow, right? They'll beat them, and then they play Fulham. So they're probably going to get 6 points in the next 2 games. So they'll be on 44 points. Right? If Chelsea beat us tomorrow, they'll be 5 ahead of us, and then they play West Ham on Monday. They'll probably beat them as well. So they'll be what? 6, 7, 8 points ahead. So there is a very real possibility that we could come out of Arsenal next week 6 points behind top 5. Top 5. Now, I don't think we'll get beat against Arsenal. I think we'll get a draw. But then I do think we'll get beat off Newcastle, which is arguably worse. That's arguably worse, mate, because they're an actual top 4 rival. Whereas Arsenal are not. They'll get top 4 Arsenal. It's just a madness, man. Like, how have we got into this situation, man? How have we got into this situation, man? Like, honestly, it's crazy. These injuries are killing us. These players can't stay fit. Yeah? And this is why we got to let Stones and Ake go. Maybe not both of them, but definitely one of them. We've got to let one of them go in the summer. And I know some City fans don't want to do that, yeah? But them two being injured constantly is one of the main reasons we're in this situation. It's one of the main reasons we're in this situation. Man. So frustrating, guys, man. It's so annoying because literally, yeah, 48 hours ago, I was positive. You know I was positive. The people who've watched this, I was positive 40 hours ago. Come on, man. Get me a point. I was in the chat saying, I don't even want to win against PSG. Well, obviously, I want to win. I'm saying, I don't even mind not winning. Just get me a point. Get me a point and no injuries. And what did we do? We lost and got an injury. It was literally the worst possible situation. Think it's time to send Nico in. No, we're not going to send Nico in, though, Osmodi. We're not going to do that, man. You know we're not going to do that. You know, if he was going to do that, he would have done it months ago. You know, he don't rate him. He doesn't want to play him for what? I don't know the reason why he don't want to play Nico O'Reilly, yeah? But he don't want to even give him a chance. He don't want to even give him a chance. You know? Like Gavardio, but then Stones, he don't want to do that. He don't want to do that. He don't want to do that. Sell Stones, Ake, and Akanji. I wouldn't sell all 3. I'm not even saying sell Stones and Ake. But you've got to sell one, man, and get a new defender and who stays fit, because they're a major source. I'm not saying it's all their fault, right? But they're a major problem. They're a major problem, Stones and Ake, because constantly getting injured, yeah, that puts pressure on the other players. And then because they then under pressure, they get injured. Then they come back and then they get injured straight away. Then the other player comes back and gets injured straight away, i.e. Diaz. Meanwhile, Gavardiol is out here playing left back without any rest whatsoever. Fans are giving him shit because he's making mistakes. Because what? Yeah. It's because he's knackered, because he's fatigued. I actually thought he played all right against PSG, man. But he's only not played in 2 games the whole season for club and country. Gavardiol, mark my words, he is getting injured soon. Right? And if he doesn't, it's a miracle. Because it's a disgrace that he's not been able to have a rest. And it's because the other players are not in, like they're always injured. And that's why I'm saying you've got to get rid of him. It's because it's not fair on the other players. Yeah, I feel sorry. Like I say, I do feel sorry for these players, man. I do. Because I don't think necessarily like it's their fault. It's not that Nunes was bozo for the first goal against PSG. But like, he's not a right back. So he's going to do stuff like that. He's going to make mistakes. The same with Akanji when he's making mistakes like a couple of weeks ago because he's knackered, he's injured. The same with Gavardiol and that. I just think, oh my days, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. Listen, on one hand, I really want to throw Abdelkader Huzanov in tomorrow because apparently he's aggressive. He's a leader on the pitch. And with no Diaz, I think we need it. But at the same time, I just think that if he has a stinker, I just don't think it's particularly fair and he's going to get roasted. You know, he can't communicate with anyone on the football pitch because he doesn't speak English yet. And obviously no one who speaks his language. And I just think, like, is that particularly fair? Or do we just say we've got no other option, LB? We've got no option and we can't risk Stones. We can't risk Stones. We've got to keep him for this game on Wednesday. Mate, Pep's got his work cut out. I didn't watch the press conference, mate. But apparently, I've seen people on Twitter saying Pep looked like proper miserable and down Of course he looks miserable and down. He's got no bloody players. He's got no players, mate. Of course he's miserable. Everyone's miserable. You know? It's a madness. But yeah, that'd be my starting 11, I think. I mean, I'm not overly, like, convinced this is the right thing to do. If you want to throw Abdelkadir Huzunov in or Vitor Hayes, like, fairs. If you want to play Savio instead of Marmoush, fairs. If you want to drop De Bruyne, play Marmoush in the middle, play Savio, fairs. Like, at this point, like, I'm not even bothered really what he does. I'm just telling you this is what I'd do. Like, I'm not even there for debate, really. I'm just like, if you want to play a back four of the EDS, chilling. If you want to play Jacob Wright, Nico O'Reilly in midfield, I ain't got a problem. You know what I mean? At this point, I'm just like, it is what it is. Like, we just got to find a way through this, mate. Yeah. And hopefully, by the time we get to the end of that run against Brighton, which is in like, 7 games time, hopefully we're in within 6 points of whoever's in the top 5. And if we are, we'll probably get top 4, top 5. If we're not, probably won't. Yeah, probably won't. It's disgusting, man. So dejected, mate. How can I be this dejected when 48 hours ago I was actually getting positive, man? That injury to Diaz has killed me, guys. It's completely, utterly killed me. It's killed me, man. Killed me. Like, that was the one player that we couldn't afford to get injured, really, wasn't it? Like, I'm not even being funny. Like, we actually could have afforded for Haaland to get injured because we've got Marmoush now. Like, Diaz was literally the one guy, yeah, that we could not afford to get injured. The one player out of the 11 on the football pitch. He was literally the only player there where we went, if you get injured, we're screwed. If Haaland gets injured, we've got Marmoush. Yeah, if Savio gets injured, we've got Marmoush. If De Bruyne gets injured, we've got Marmoush. If Foden gets injured, you've got Savio, Marmoush. You know, if Kovacic got injured, you got Gundogan, like whatever. You got Bernardo, whatever. Like, these guys are all the same. Yeah, like Diaz was literally the one player there that, like, you would say, do not get injured. Yeah, because if you get injured, we're in the mud. And he was the one that got injured. Gvardiol, yeah, Gvardiol as well, a little bit. Yeah, Gvardiol, yeah. Yeah, Gvardiol, to be fair, as well, is probably legit. It's probably legit. Them two players are like the ones where, like, you cannot get injured, mate. You really can't get injured. Oh, my days. It's mad, mate. It's crazy. Like, where is this midfield, bro? Like, honestly, where is this midfield? Where's the midfielder? Anyway, let's come to some of these chats, mate. Make sure you guys are smashing up the likes. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. If you are more confident than me, if you are a little bit optimistic, put it in the chat. Let me see what optimism you've got. I want to be more optimistic. So put it in the chat and let me see what you guys are saying, if you've got any optimism. But I'm on the floor right now, mate. I can't lie. But if you're more optimistic, then please put it in the chat. Let me know. And maybe you could convince me that we should be more optimistic. Diaz shouldn't be captain. He's too inconsistent. What, with injuries, you mean? Are you talking about injuries, bro? Let me have a look at his injury record. Let's have a look at his injury record. All right, 1 sec. Let me bring it up on screen. He has had a couple of injuries, isn't he? He's getting a little bit, but that's because he's playing too much and he's not recovering properly. Well, I imagine it's because of that. It could be something else. Right, here we go. Stats, injury record. Right, here we go, chat. Is Ruben Diaz's injury record. So how old is he, first of all? He's 27. That's not particularly bad. Yeah, he's had what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7. So he's had 7 injuries. He's 26, 27. But look at this. He's already had 2 injuries this year. And this is now be his 3rd injury. So he's had 3 injuries in 1 year. So why is that? So I would consider this be a bit of a problem. So look, he comes back from his injury, his first injury this season. He comes back and then he's injured within 2 weeks again. So we overplayed him. And we overplayed him. Yeah, let's have a look, mate. Let's have a look what happened when he, Ruben Dias, where is he? Ruben Dias. There he is. Right, let's have a look what happened. So he come back from an injury. It was a calf injury and then was straight back in the team and he got injured straight again. He got injured straight away. So he got his calf injury and then look at this. This is the problem. He's back from his calf injury And then bang, he's straight back in the team. 90 minutes, 90 minutes, 90 minutes, 90 minutes. Injured again. It's not rocket science. We're rushing players back. Now, maybe it's got nothing to do with that. Maybe it's just a freak. Yeah. Maybe he didn't warm up properly in pre-game warm-up. I don't know. But all I'm telling you is he come back from an injury. He was straight back in the side, and then bang, within what? 2 weeks, he's injured again. He comes back from that injury. He's straight back in the side. Bang, within 10 days, he's injured again. So maybe I'm wrong. I'm not a doctor, yeah? I don't got access to this guy's medical history. I'm just putting it together and saying this is the situation. Yo, big up to Matt Uzbekistanian brother, yeah? He says, Kuzanov is more ready than you think, folks. I'm more than happy to play him in. I'm more than happy to play him. My problem with playing him in, yeah, is that if he doesn't play well, because the midfield offers him zero protection, I don't think that's fair on him. But then at the same time, I also have to come up with I also have to accept the fact that our fixtures are pretty disgusting anyway, and he is going to be thrown into a big game at some point. So why not just throw him in now? Maybe we just throw him in. Maybe we just throw him in. Let me do a poll in the chat. I'm going to do a poll in the chat right now, guys, yeah? Do you play Abdulkadir Husanov tomorrow? Yes or no? Right, chat. If you're on YouTube, you can vote. If you're on Twitter, you can't. Yes. No. If you're on Twitter, go to the YouTube and then you can vote on the poll. It's LB. We're live. Yeah, I don't know, mate. I'm torn. I just don't want the guy to have a bad game and then people be cooking him. I don't think it's fair. But at the same time, we spent 30 million on him, so surely he's got to be good enough. BO12B says, we must win all our home games, as simple as that. Yeah, probably right. I don't think we'll win tomorrow. Bill to Jay says, scrap the Champions League and FA. Team's just about good enough for the top four, says Jay. I know you're saying this. I know you said it yesterday as well, bro, but I just don't want to give up on the Champions League. I'm not saying we're going to win it. I know we're not going to win it, but I don't want to be getting knocked out in the league phase, Jay. The league phase. We're meant to be Man City, man. We won a treble 2 years ago. I don't want to be getting knocked out in the league phase, bro. If we're going to get knocked out, at least knock me out in like against Real Madrid or, you know, a decent. I don't want to be getting knocked out off of Bruges, man. Like, come on. Now, I get it. I do understand your position and a lot of people's positions in the streams are saying, LB, let's just sack off the cups and just get top four. I understand why you're saying it, but I just can't. I just can't get on board with that, Jay, man. I just can't. I can't. I get it. I can't. Built to Marquesh with his 17 months says, do you think Barella is a bomber signing? Nunes has legs and will improve defensively. Marmouche has to play to have freshness and go all out. Nunes can invert. I think Barella would be a bomber signing. It's a big signing. I don't think we'll get him in January. I'd be surprised if I mean they're in a title race in Milan. If they win the 2 games in hand, they're going to go top of the table. So I don't think we're going to get Barella in January. Nunes, listen, I'm not a fan of Nunes. I don't think he's good enough. I think he makes too many bozo errors. But I would play him in midfield tomorrow if it was me personally. But he ain't going to do that because Pep don't trust him on the ball. Hence why he never plays him in midfield. Hence why he should be sold in the summer. Bill to MTFC says Juventus' first request for Cambiasso is 80 million. Some say that City's offer could be around 60. In my opinion, even 60 would be an offer that would lead to an agreement, says Romo Agresti on YouTube. Is a tier 1 Juventus source. I do think City are going to try and get him in, especially with Walker going to Milan. I do think City are going to bid, but are they going to bid 80 million? This is euros, right? So what's 60 million euros? What's that, about 54 million quid? I mean, listen, man, I'm not being funny here, but if you think this guy's the one, go and get him because he's 24. You're going to have him for the next 10 years. He's a lifer, as Poolpy would say. Go and get him. Yeah, it's not expensive if you're going to have him for the next 10 years if you think he's good enough. Even paying 65, 70 million. If you're going to have him for the next 10, if you're confident that this guy is good enough to be Manchester City's right back for the next 10 years, he's worth every penny. People, when we bought Kyle Walker, yeah, for 50 million quid, people roasted us and said, oh, you've massively overpaid, horrendous signing, overpriced. No one said that by the end of his career. It was what a signing. Yeah, same with Caicedo at Chelsea. Everyone was like at the time, oh, you've overpaid. No one's saying they've overpaid now because he's one of the best midfielders in the league. if not the best right now. So, yeah, if you think he's good enough, bro, bid for him. I do think City are going to try. Big up to Dougie. He says Stones will get injured if he plays. He ain't fit. I know this is the problem, bro. Well, it is a situation, Dougie, yeah? So, you say don't play him against Chelsea tomorrow, right? I hear that because he ain't fit. Are you then really confident of playing him on Wednesday? Are we really saying an extra 4 days of recovery is going to be fine? I just don't fully buy that. I'm very much on the K Sarah situation. If he's going to get injured, he's going to get injured. Like, I'd rather just play him tomorrow. He's doing my head in, these injuries, man. Yeah, they're starting to wind me up, guys. Yeah, they really, really are. Yeah, this is the truth, Eric. Absolutely spot on, mate. If you get value for money, it doesn't matter how much a player costs. So if you get Cambiasso in for £70 million, everyone will go, oh, you've massively overpaid. Who cares? We'll decide on that when he leaves the football club. He leaves the football club in 2 years. Yeah, we've overpaid. If he stays for 10 years and does a mint job, we've not overpaid. So I think you're spot on there, mate. It's not enough, but we don't have defenders for Bruges other than him and Akanji. I know. What's up with Ake? Do we know what's up with Ake? Chat, anyone know what's going on with Ake? How long is he out for? Is he back anytime soon, or is he just injured again? What's up with Ake, guys? Man City injury news. What's up with Ake? Muscle injury, no return date. What's up with Bob? He's training partially. It's good news. That was on the 2nd. Oh, that was on January 10th. So it's been 2 weeks since Bob's been in training. So we might see Bob, like, in a couple of weeks, man. Jamie Doku, what's going on here? Anything on Doku, or is he just... Why did they never ask about Doku in the press conferences, by the way? Have you guys noticed this? The journalists never ask any questions about Doku, mate. Like, what? Why do they don't... The journalists just don't like Doku for some reason. Why don't they not ask about Doku, mate? Is he all right then, or nah? Bro, they don't ask about him, man. Do you not remember that time? Was it last season? I think it was last season, where Pep Guardiola, at the end of the press conference, said to the journalists, are you not going to ask me about Jamie Doku? Like, bro, ask the guy about Jamie Doku, man. Yeah. Madness. It's crazy, guys. Yeah, it's a madness, mate. Built to James says, LB, Pep should not worry about throwing these guys in. Huzanov, Victor Hayes, Akanji at right back, Gavadio left back will be fine. Football is a universal language sport. Huzanov will cope. Yeah, do it, man. Full send it, bro. Full send it. Built to Samaj says, Pep didn't want new signings in the summer. Blame him. Yeah, no, it's his fault. It's his fault and the board's fault. Like, that doesn't mean I'm Pep out. Yeah. But it is their fault that we're in this mess. 100%. And they know it's their fault. But if you want me to sit here and say, oh, it's their fault, so Pep out, I'm obviously not going to say that. But it is their fault because they should have done the rebuild in the summer. And they know they should have done that. Pep's come out and said, yeah, it should have been in the summer. We've made a mistake. We've made a mistake. Sort it out. And they try to sort it out. The problem is, why not get a midfielder? Bigger to Makesh says, why not Grealish midfielders instead of Gundogan? Bro, Grealish is done at this club, man. He's done. Pep obviously just don't rate him anymore. Like, I don't know if they've had an argument, a bust up where he just don't think he's good enough, but I think Grealish should be sold in the summer, mate. He'll probably go Spurs or something like that. Maybe he'll go Chelsea. Arsenal, maybe. They need a left winger. I don't know, but if you ask me my opinion is I think he'll be sold in the summer. I think he'll be sold. He actually played all right when he come on against PSG, got himself a goal and created the second one, but I don't know. I just think he's over. I think it's over, mate. I think it's over. Weirdly confident about tomorrow, bro. Harlan Bray says AJ. I hope you're right, man. Because the thing is, right, here's the difference, right? If we do manage to win tomorrow, that's great for our top four. Great. A loss is really bad. A loss is really, really bad because Chelsea go 5 points ahead of us and they'll probably win the next game. Yes, and we've got Arsenal. We could easily lose against Arsenal next week. So we could be like 6, 7, 8 points behind Chelsea by the end of next week. Newcastle will probably win their next 2 games. Then they play us. These next 3 games for City legitimately could make or break our top 4 hopes. If we lose them, we're done. Yeah, we need at least 1 or 2 wins. And we need to avoid losses. We need draws at the very minimum. Built to Tinsay says, play. Please say, surely we lose. So surely it doesn't happen. I don't think surely we lose. I just don't think we're going to win tomorrow. Maybe we'll draw. I just don't. I'm just not confident in a win, my bro. Big up Terran Over as well says, it's actually sad how our attack is one of the most in form in Europe in 2025, but the defence has let it down. Is that true? Yeah. Our attack has been good. Our attack has massively improved since the West Ham game. Yeah, we started seeing signs of life. But this is what I'm talking about at the start of the stream. I don't know if you was at the start of the stream, bro, when I'm saying the attack, even though the attack is starting to play well now, starting to score goals, they're under so much pressure to deliver 3, 4, 5 goals a game because our defence and midfield is so bad. So our attack's now under pressure. And they'll start missing chances because the pressure will get to them. Until we sort our defence out and our midfield, yeah, we will continue to struggle. Because our attack will not bail us out every game. Remember as well the West Ham game, right? Yes, we won 4-1, right? We could have been 3 or 4-0 down within 15 minutes, 20 minutes. That's the situation. Big up to Eric as well, man. Appreciate the donation. You guys have gone crazy today. Big up to Lee with the super chat. He's also said this as well with a big one. Says, hot take, what do you think of Jack in the 6 because of his control and game management? I'm not saying I want to. I don't really know what I want other than to sign a DM this window. Interested in your thoughts. Well, first of all, big up for the super chats, man. Okay, so 2 things. I'm kind of with you on that. I don't know what I want because nothing's good. Yeah, that's where we're at. That's how bad it is. Like, I don't know what I want because nothing's good. Grealish in the 6, it's probably going to be better than Kovacic and Gundogan. But he's not going to play Grealish in the 6. It probably would be better than Grealish and Kovacic and Gundogan because he can move quicker than them two. But yeah, like I say, mate, I said it to I said it to before. Said I think Grealish is done, mate. I'd be amazed if Grealish is at this football club next year. Amazed. Yeah, I think he's gone in the summer. 40 million, 30 million. See you later. I think when Pep come out like 2 weeks ago and spoke about Grealish, that for me was like, shit. You know, he didn't look happy. It was sort of like letting us know. And I was listening to the 9320 guys, 9320 podcast guys who, they have a good podcast. You guys can check them out. They do like free segments sometimes on SoundCloud, but otherwise you have to pay. But they were speaking, and it's sort of like, I'm sure they were saying on there that like, sometimes when Pep speaks in press conferences, you have to connect the dots. He tells you shit, but he doesn't tell you like, this is what's going on. You have to connect the dots. So like before, remember when he dropped Edison? And everyone was like, oh, what's going on with Edison? Is he injured? And he just come out and was like, yeah, Edison's not here. We don't know why. He didn't say that, but he said like, someone said to him, like the journalist said, where's Edison? He said, he's not here. All right. So everyone was like, oh, he's injured. No. You have to connect the dots. And maybe that's bullshit. Maybe there are no dots. But I think you do have to connect the dots. I think they were right. But yeah, to answer your question, mate, I'd prefer it to Grealish. I prefer it to Kovacic. I prefer it to Gundogan. But I don't think it's happening, Lee. Yeah. Grealish has started two Premier League games out of the last 16. 2 Premier League games out of the last 16. And yeah, he's been injured here or there, but he's been available for a lot of those games. I think he's gone, man. Which is a shame because I really wanted him to join City when we signed him. I was over the moon. I was buzzing, but it's just it's going south, isn't it? It's going south. But big up, Lee. Appreciate the super chats, man. Most of these top 6 games are at the Etihad at least, which provides me with absolutely zero confidence, mate, because we've won 4 games against the top 6 in the last 18 months. 2 of them were away, and 2 of them were United. And I can't remember if they were home or away. You know, so it's better than probably being away. It is better than being away games, but the fact is we can't beat top 6 sides. That's not me saying it. That's the facts. That's the statistics. We've won 4 in our last 18 months against the top 6 teams. So I'm not saying we're going to lose because we're crap. I'm saying we'll probably lose or we won't win because history over the last 18 months has told us we won't win. Yeah, if you look at a lot of these games, we're wasteful in front of a goal. We give goals away cheaply. And that's what's been happening, man. But we got to win these games. Otherwise, we're not going to have Champions League football, mate. And I know a lot of people don't really care about that. Some people are like, oh, I'm not asked. I'm not asked if we don't get Champions League next year. Well, I'm asked. And a lot of City fans are asked. And I'm not saying like, oh, well, you're wrong and I'm right. I'm just saying that, like, I want to be in the Champions League next season. Yeah. And to do that, we've got to win some of these football matches, mate. Ortega in goal and Edison as the 6th incoming, says Johnny. It's funny, man. Like, that's actually a legit possibility. That's not. It's not a legit possibility, but it's would he be better than Gundogan and Kovacic in the 6? Who knows? He can move. LB, do you ever think about what KDB would look like without these hamstring injuries against Inter Milan and Burnley? Yeah, I know. It's mad. Club World Cup, that's in the summer, mate. That's in the summer after the season. It is what it is, I guess. Silver, mate. Pray for Champions League next season. Oh, is that? Yeah. I see it. Because enough right back potentially, but then why is Jack Gorn putting out a story saying sources are indicating that Huzanov at right back ain't the one or something? Let me pull this up. Let me pull this tweet up, man, about Huzanov. Right, here we go. Check this. What's this about? Sources are urging caution over new Man City signing Abdelkader Huzanov. Rapid as fast as Kyle Walker, but he's known to struggle to put the brakes on when flying into challenges. He needs to slow down. Like, I'm not being funny, mate, yeah. But I don't want him to slow down, mate. I want him to take someone out. If he plays tomorrow, I want him booked within 10 minutes. Yeah. Yeah, I want him to take someone out, man. I need to see a player, yeah, put a tackle in. When was the last time you seen a City player do a slide tackle, guys? Serious question. When was the last time you seen a City player do a slide tackle? Yeah. Mad, isn't it? I don't remember it. It's mad. I don't remember it. Yeah, I did see that. I've seen that video. That's a great video, man. That's a great video. My advice is watch it and then switch off at about 8 minutes. Just a young defender is going to have imperfections. Yeah, no, I don't know why they're coming out with that, though, as well. And apparently, he's above Vita Hayes. Vita Hayes apparently is low. By the way, that Vita Hayes, yeah. I was on my phone last night. I went on YouTube and I started watching their interviews. I watched all my. By the way, oh my God, right. I'll tell you what. I will end on a positive. I'll come to this in a minute. Oh my mamoosh. I want to end on a positive, right? Because I know I've been very depressed. This has been a depression session. Yeah, sorry guys, but we will end on a positive, right? Well, the medication will come in the form of oh my mamoosh. But yeah, right. So I was listening to their interviews, and first of all, Vita Hayes, that guy is like a very skinny guy, so that has some sort of concerns. But he backs himself, which I like. That's good. And Huzanov, that guy's cold, isn't he? He's not taking no prisoners in this Premier League, mate. He's got no friends. He's out for himself and he's cold. I was like, listening to the shit that he was saying, and he was just like, yo, this guy's gonna be it, hopefully. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. But I'm gonna come to Omar Mamouche in a minute to end the stream, because there was a couple of stuff that he was saying that I liked. Big up to Sam, who says, thing is, LB, even after the bad fixtures are done, I'm still not confident we beat Palace, Villa, Bournemouth and Fulham. Yeah, I know, mate. I know. But, like, listen, mate, it might be irrelevant, because if we come out of this run with not a lot of points, these games will be irrelevant anyway, because we won't be getting top 5 if we don't win some of these games. And what I would say, Sam, yeah, if we do come out of these games with points, then this confidence that you currently lack will be there. Because if we beat Chelsea, we beat Arsenal, we beat Liverpool, or some of these teams, not all of them, but if we beat a couple of them, then you'll probably have better confidence going into these Palace games and Villa games. But obviously we don't know. Big up to you though, bro. Big up to Sankel, says the club is letting the players and the fans down, says Sankel. Can we bring back Callum Doyle? Whether I think we probably can if it's got a what's it called? A reclaim? What's it called? The clause in the contract which allows the club to bring them back. Reclaim, is it? Reclaim clause? What's it called, chat? What's that fucking clause called in a loan contract where you can bring them back? Recall contract. Yeah, recall. Yeah, reclaim. It's not fucking stolen baggage. Yeah, recall. If we've got a recall clause in there, then maybe we can. But they're obviously not doing that. They're obviously not. Just accept nothing will change, even if everyone is doing the same thing. Stop hoping for a different outcome. Move on, accept the L, and stop believing, says Tinsay. Big up to you, bro. Big up to Kenneth, says MCFC equals Bone China FC. Pep has 1,000 yard stare. PTSD, says Kenneth. Bone China. Fucking hell. No DM, no Diaz. I'm writing this season off. Horrible, says Signs. Fucking hell. This really is a depression session. I'm going to end on some medication. I've got some good news. What the fuck is going on with this no new centre mid rumours, says Benno. Apparently, the club are going to try Stones and Akanji, which is, in my opinion, not going to work. But it's just my opinion. It might work. I'm not Pep before people say, oh, you know better than Pep. No, I don't know better than Pep. I'm just giving you my opinion. That's all it is. I'm wrong on a lot of stuff. I'm right on some stuff. Like we should have signed fucking Chaba Shalaba for 20 million quid in the summer. But I'm also wrong on a lot of stuff. And Vasco says, I'm genuinely dumbfounded with this Diaz situation. He can't play 2 games for fuck's sake. Fans need to question this club. This MD, managing director, ain't doing their jobs. I think that says. Fuck, says Vasco ES.E. Yeah. Listen, I think with Diaz, for me, bro, I think Diaz is different to Stones and Ake because he got injured and then got rushed back in the side, then got injured again, and then got rushed back in the side and then is injured again. So I think personally, Diaz is different to Ake and Stones, who are just not reliable. Whereas Diaz, I think he is reliable. We proved that. We looked at his injury record. It's just you can't throw him back in. Right, guys. Before you all go, yeah? Before you all go, no, AM. I don't know what's wrong, bro. I've said this is shocking, bro. I don't know if you can like listen to what I'm saying and it might help you in it, bro. Or maybe like, I don't know, put the subtitles on. I've said if City don't get a midfielder, that is shambolic. So just relax, bro. You know, again, I say this all the time, but people listen to these streams and they hear different things, you know? They hear different things. Now, AM didn't get the prescription. Facts. Right, let me have a look at this poll and then I want to end some medication. Do you play Abdulkadir Huzanov tomorrow? The poll is live in the chat. 89% of people say yes. Wow. Wow. That's a madness. Fair play. All right, then. So a lot of City fans want him to play. Right. Before you go, I want to give you some positivity, guys. I want to give you some positivity. And it's regarding new signing. Omar Khaled Mohammed Abdi Salah, my fucking moosh, mate, yeah? From Egypt. When I listened to this guy's interview yesterday, what did I hear? I heard fucking ego, a belief. Yeah? I am going to help you. He's not like won a competition to be here, guys. He wants to be here and he knows he's good enough to be here. And when I was listening to him, like, the guy said to him, what are you good at? He said, I'm quick. I'm mint on the ball. I'm skillful. I'm clinical. I'm like, this is what we need. We need players at this football club that actually back themselves. I'm here to make you better. I'm not here to be part of, you know, a system. I'm not here to just be one of the guys in the back. I want to be one of the main men. And I am, and when he was speaking, I watched the interview. If you've not watched the interview, you need to go watch it, man. I was like, yo, because how many times have we spoke about Calvin Phillips? Yeah, one of Calvin Phillips' problems is he didn't believe he was good enough to be at Manchester City. Yeah, when he spoke in interviews, it was like, oh yeah, it's mint. I'm happy to be here and all this kind of shit. And like, oh yeah, like, oh, playing with these, like, bro, fuck that, man. Like, I'm being serious, mate. Yeah, when you go to a club like City, right? a club that's used to winning, that has expectations and standards, you have to like be, I'm the fucking guy. You have to be like that. Because if you're not like that, it's probably not going to work, mate. It won't work. It won't work long term. You might get away with it for a year or two. It ain't going to work long term, especially if you're a big money signing. And when I was listening to him yesterday in that interview, I was like, this is exactly what I wanted to hear. Yeah, I didn't want to hear him say, "Oh yeah, I'm really happy for this dream move. I'm really happy to be watching De Bruyne and Haaland and shit, and I'll work hard to get in the team." It was like, nah. I'm going to be playing. I'm going to be scoring. I'm going to be doing skills. I'm quick. I'm going to do this. I'm min. I am him. And I was like, this is what we need in this team. We need a little bit of arrogance. We need arrogance. We need some ego. We need some ego on this pitch. I need players to be looking at other players and saying, the fuck are you doing, mate? Yeah? I'm fucking stood here and you're dilly-dallying with the ball. Pass me the ball, man. And this is what he's going to do. This is what he's going to do. I'm telling you, mate, yeah? This old man Mamouche signing, I'm putting heavy cash into the stonks, mate, yeah? Because I think he's going to slam. I really think he's going to slam it. And we've needed someone like this for a while. Ever since Mahrez left. Yeah, we didn't replace Mahrez. We didn't replace Mahrez. And, yeah, I think this is a great signing. Now, we should have done it in the summer, obviously, but listen, fucking hell. This has been enough depression session today. So, yeah, we'll leave that one for there. But, yeah, honestly, I just wanted to end on that because I thought if you've not watched it, please go and watch the interview. It's about 8 minutes, 10 minutes long. And the confidence in the way he speaks, the way he projects the energy, you're like, fucking hell, mate. Yeah, you are going to be mint. And it wouldn't surprise me if he started tomorrow. Now, if you would have asked me a week ago, I'd have said no chance he's starting against Chelsea. It'll be Savio. But Savio got hooked off at half-time against PSG. Pep obviously was fuming with Savio for something in the first half. I don't know what. Obviously, I didn't think he played particularly well, Savio. I didn't think he deserved to get hooked off. But, and obviously, Grealish is out of favour. Núñez has to play right back. So, it would not surprise me if he played him tomorrow. Unless he plays him in the midfield, but then you drop De Bruyne. I don't know, mate. I don't know what he does. The Rice interview was very good. But when we signed him, he looks skinny, doesn't he? He looks very, very skinny. Like, I think he needs to put on a little bit of muscle. Yeah, he don't need to go Doku season, but like, yeah, he needs to get in the gym, get a little bit of protein. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see. And interesting, I've spoken about this before, but it's interesting how before we signed the two defenders, the notion online was that Vita Hayes was ahead of Abdulkadir Huzanov in the pecking order. However, since the boys have been signed, I say boys, they are both men. Since the lads have been signed, it's now switched. They're now saying Abdulkadir is better than Vita Hayes. So I don't know how that's happened. I'm not sure how that's happened, to be honest with you. But yeah, let's see what happens, mate. Get him on the same program. Looks like Stones. Yeah, I suppose Stones is not the most muscly guy, but he is very skinny. Since the Riyadh pasta was taken off the menu, it's been downhill for the player physicality. Yeah. They're all eating lettuce, bro. They're all eating fucking cabbage. That's why. Yeah, we need to get them some fucking ribeye steaks, mate. Yeah, give them some ribeyes, some rumps. Yeah, fucking real food, mate. Yeah, yeah. Get them some 20% fucking lamb mince. Yeah, this is what we need to be doing, man. Feeding these guys the real foods, mate. What's he called? That Eddie Abu. Yeah, get Eddie Abu on the scene. Yeah, stop eating a cabbage. Eat real food. You know the guy on Instagram where he's like, eat real food. Eat real food. Yeah, that's what we need to do, mate. Honestly. We're vegan sharks. Yeah. Sharks are friends. Fish are friends, not food. This is what City are now. Yeah, we used to be the what was that? What was that massive fucking shark back in the day, guys? Like, what's it called? Like the biggest shark of all time. The megalodon. Is that what it's called? The megalodon? Is that what the old shark was called? It used to roam the waters that was huge. Like fucking 50 foot long or some shit like that from back in the day. A megalodon. No, that's something slightly different, bro. Megalodon, bro. No, not megalodon. Megalodon, yeah. Megalodons used to go around the ocean. Anything in its way. Bang. free meal. Bang, free meal everywhere, right? But now, nah, we've got Nemo. We're fucking Dory, mate. Yeah, you know Dory from Nemo. Yeah, that's what we are. That's what we are. We're Dory, just going around. Oh, there's some seaweed. Oh, we'll have some seaweed. Do you want to share my seaweed? No. We need to get back to being a megalodon. Yeah. A megalodon. Nah, that's crazy, man. Who put that in the fucking chat, you weirdo? Let me call out this person, mate. Who was that? MCBC. Yeah. What are you? What's wrong with you, mate? Megalodon. Fucking hell, mate. Finding Nemo. Nah, for real, man. We're goldfish in an ocean of megalodons. Big up to Nariman says, yeah, I watched 2 hours of his interview with the Egyptian show. He has an elite mentality, always wanted to improve. He works on himself since he's young, since 13. He's wanted to play in the Premier League. Yeah, I got that from the 8-minute video that like he was on it big time. He was on it big time. And that's what I'm looking forward to. It's just that midfield and defence. We'll have to see what happens, mate. But yeah, sorry for the depression session, guys. Sorry for the depression session. It's just where we are. It's who we are. And see what happens tomorrow, mate. See what happens tomorrow. Anyway, watch along tonight. Who's going to be there? Brazil versus Argentina, mate. Etihad season, Sudamericano. It is on tonight, 11:30 UK time. So that will probably, I don't know if that's going to be on the main channel or the second channel. I'll see what other content we put out later on. But Etihad watch, mate. Subiabre watch. Subiabre. So yeah, I'm going to be watching Brazil versus Argentina tonight. Keeps me out of the pub. And yeah, that'll be decent. So yeah, if you fancy it tonight, make sure you subscribe to the second channel. I don't know where it's being streamed yet, Steve, but we'll find out. I'll go live half an hour before the game, and we can work out where we can find. We can work out where we're going to find the match. But we'll find it somewhere. We'll find it somewhere. 11:30 UK time it is, guys. 11:30 UK time. Etihad season. Subiabre. Yeah, we will be there. But yeah, there you go. Hope you enjoyed that depression session. If you did, smash a like. If you didn't, smash a dislike. If you've not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. If you're watching on Twitter, it's not always this depressing. It's just today is a very depressing day because Diaz got injured. Yeah, big up Molfat. I'm trying to trim down, man. And one of the ways I can trim down is by not going to the pub. And to not go to the pub, I have to do streams. So I'm doing a watch along. But yeah, anyway, big up to you guys. Smash a like, subscribe to the channel. Big up for the donos today as well. You guys kind of went mad with it. I appreciate all the support as always. And yeah, man. Let's see what happens tomorrow, mate. Who's live? Who's live? Huxley's live. Mac Aviation's live. That's a crazy one. No, we'll leave him alone. All right, see you later. Back tomorrow. I'm back tonight. See you later.